Welcome to Storytime with Miss Christian. Today we're going to be reading A Surprise for Felix by Pat Sullivan with pictures by Joe Oriolo. Felix the Cat was looking for his nephew Inky. It was dinner time, and the fish chowder and the catnip ice cream had already been placed on the table, but Inky had not come in for dinner. Felix stood on the doorstep and called, but there was no answer from Inky. There was nothing left for Felix to do but to walk about the neighborhood and look for his little nephew. Felix peeked through a hole in the fence across the street. Did he see Inky? He saw 3 lady rabbits having a picnic on the lawn, but there was not a sign of Inky anywhere. He looked through an open manhole in the middle of the street. Was Inky down there? No, there were 2 bulldogs and an Airedale fixing the pipes, but Inky was nowhere in sight. And down the street, Felix saw a little furry thing around the corner of a house. Was that Inky? Dear me, no! It was only Miss Chipmunk, having a chat with 4 robins and a blue jay. Now where could little Inky be? Suddenly, something moved in the window of a house across the street. Felix rushed over to see. Perhaps it was Inky. Oh no! It was Miss Pig, rocking her 6 babies to sleep, and Inky wasn't there at all. In the yard, Felix saw the branches of a tree rustle. Perhaps it was Inky playing tricks. Was it? Well, it wasn't. It was only Mr. and Miss Squirrel playing hide and seek with their 3 children, and still no Inky anywhere. Then Felix heard music coming from the next house. He peeked through the keyhole, for surely Inky must be in that house. But all Felix saw were 4 mice dancing a jig. Again, there was not even a sign of Inky. So Felix wandered through a gate and down a path. Beside the walk was a big wooden box with bars on it. Perhaps Inky was in there. Felix pressed his nose to the bars. Do you think he found Inky? He did not. And the cross old lion in the cage, in the zoo, didn't like to have his dinner interrupted. The lion growled and roared so loudly that Felix ran straight home to hide. And what do you suppose Felix found when he got to his own house? Why, the fish chowder and catnip ice cream had been eaten down to the very last nibble. And what else do you think Felix found? Why, it was Inky, in bed, of course, where all good children go after their supper.